Hello guys, this time we'll be talking about webchat. I want to show you the webchat that I created using server sent messages tag. This chat will be merged into the phpBB forum so you can use it, and I will show you guys how it looks, how it's designed, what are its functions. We will go through the steps how to integrate this chat with the phpBB forum. And during the end of this video, I will, in short words, explain what are the rules, the business rules behind design of this chat. So, without further ado, let's start. This is phpBB forum 3011, I guess. It's clean, fresh after installing and merging with the chat. As you can see, there is this additional option here, chat. When I click on it, the chat is opened. It's minimized by default, so it's safe space and it's quite compact, nice to look at. You can unwrap it, and as you can see, there are a few tabs here. Recent tab lists all the users with whom you've been speaking within last week. Chat is the chat window. When you click on the user, you open a chat with this user. You can write something, right? I will show you guys more about this in a minute. This chat is based on the database, so you can also see the history with this user. History is a list of all messages or all chats that you have with all users. And the history contains entry about this. Let's say it was chat with admin, and the last message with this user was like this, right? And it happened on this date. What else? The ignored tab is lists ignored users. You can ignore a user by clicking on this icon. The confirmation, the user is marked like this. You can write to such a user, but this such user cannot write to you. I'll show in a minute. If you want to unignore, you click this icon and it's like this. Favorite tab contains favorite users, so you save time looking for them. You add user to favorites by clicking this icon, and this user is then present in this tab. You can remove user from this tab by clicking this icon. Okay. Search user. So this chat is currently integrated into phpBB forum, so here I can actually look for phpBB users, so everybody who can use the forum can be found here, and you can chat with that person. And status contains some stuff saying if you are logged in. Okay, what else? So you can wrap it, unwrap it. You can simply close the chat, okay? But you can also change your status. There are a couple of options not available. Will make your user seen and available for other users. Automatic will simply change the icon of your availability depending on the time you've been idle. Always available, you will be always having green status. Be right back, will always yellow status, and do not disturb, it's a red status. And of course you can also put some mood message here, right? So it's like most communicators. Okay, so let's see how it works. I have, it so happens, 2 users in that forum. So I've got admin. Let's see if I'm not logged in. Okay. Okay, so how it works, I can, let's say I am this user and I will write something to the other user. So this user, when he changes the site, he will get notification that something new has come out. And here I can see that it's incrementing the number of new unread messages. When I unwrap it, the user who has some messages that I have not yet read will be in bold font, right? So like you can see, it's chat, it's alive, it works quite smooth. What else? You can ignore the user, right? You can write to ignore users. However, ignored user cannot write to you, right? He will always get the message that you're ignoring him and he cannot write to you. But let's unignore this user. Okay. Now working fine again. Okay. So this is it. I think it's this chat is working quite fine. I'm kind of fond of it. I've been using it on a few forums right now, and it's quite efficient, and the performance is quite good. So maybe you guys will find it useful. I will show you right now how to integrate such chat into the phpBB forum. So this vid will in description of this vid there will be a link to a package that will contain this chat. The package will look like this. The chat libs is a folder that contains actually everything about this chat, and this file and this are simply instructions which will explain step by step how to integrate this chat into the phpBB. And right now we'll go through these steps. I'll pause now and prepare a forum to have a super clean version, and we'll start install this forum from the scratch. It will take a few minutes, and that's it. And later on I'll also explain you guys how this chat exactly works. So let's start. Okay, so I have clean forum right here, and we'll proceed with the installation. This forum is clean. I have only 2 users there and nothing else. No further configuration. Let's start. First thing you have to do is you have to configure the connection string to the database of the chat. So what you have to do is you have to open this you have to go to the chat libs, open dbconfig file, and there you have to put the host address, database name, database user, and password. Right? This is the first step to connect to your MySQL database. Next step, you have to apply this chat schema changes to your database. So in that case, what you have to do, you have to open the phpBB merge, and there I put the chat schema file, which contains all database changes that you need for this chat. So if you are merging this chat with your forum, you will have to apply it on your forum database. As you can see, this is my database. It's clean right now. It only contains tables for my forum. So I will apply cache schema things, and here we go. The IKEY PK tables are the tables for my chat. And that's it. That's all you have to do. One thing here, because this chat utilizes its own connection to database and its own tables, then you can actually use this chat on any forum or any web page you want. The only thing is that I share with you this chat without module that actually handles and manages the users. So in case of integrated it with phpBB forum, this chat will be using same users as forum. But if you want to use this chat for other applications, you will simply have to supply such module by yourself. You will have to create it or I don't know, get from something. All you need to do then, if you're not merging with phpBB but you want to use it with another website, you have to have a module that will allow you to create users, update them, delete, and manage. preferably you need module that will simply fill this table. Okay, so we have configured the DB, we have applied the database changes. Now I have to copy the chatlibs directory to my forum root directory. So this is my forum root directory, and here I am in my tutorial package. So I want to copy chatlibs folder to my forum root directory. It's not big, it weighs 400 kilos, so not much. Okay, let's go further. So now what I have to do, I have to take some files from my forum and I have to modify them, and then I have to override these files. So this is the list of files and the number of changes that has to be done. It so happens I remember exactly what files are needed, so I'll simply copy them from my forum. So from root directory I need view topic, view forum, UCP and index. From includes I will need functions and session. And I will also need to change template files. In case of this tutorial we are using ProSilver standard theme, so I need to go template and I will override overall footer and header. So let's start with index. So for index we have to just put start the session. Okay, now UCP has two changes. One of them is also about the session. The second is about destroying the session. Now going further with the list, we go with view forum and view topic. Both of these have the same change, which is about starting the session, or rather maintaining the session. Alright. Okay, what next? Next will be session PHP. This change to this file will actually take care of handling the same users as forum users. What this piece of code does is actually, when somebody logs in, this piece of code looks if this user is already ready for using the chat, and it's updating the status of this user, because this integration with phpBB is like add-on to the forum, because the chat I wrote can be used in number of places. So to make it work with phpBB, I just put this piece of code there, so it actually updates all the time the this table, right? Because my chat application uses this table instead of phpBB user table. So okay, now this is done. Functions PHP. Functions PHP takes care of this managing popping up the chat on your forum. So I have two changes there to make. Let me see what were the changes. 4480. Okay, first change here. It's a flag saying if there are any pending messages on my chat for given user. And then 4517. This simply launches a query to my table with messages, looking if there are any pending messages for the user that I am actually using, and if there are any pending messages, it will fire up the chat on changing page during browsing my forum. Alright. Oh, there is actually third change. I forgot about this. It's 4695. Right. Okay. These are the flags used by the template HTML files. Alright. That's it. So what there is remaining actually are changes to the theme files. Let's start with overall footer. Okay. One change here. One change here. And the last one is overall header, where first we include right here. So here we simply get reference to jQuery and jQuery interfaces, and also we get reference to CSS and JS files from chat application. And also let's add the menu option on the forum, which will be right here. Okay, these are all the changes you have to do to your forum. Now, next thing you have to do, you should activate PHP for your templates. To do that, you should log in as administrator. And you should go to your security settings, and there you have option allow PHP. Okay, this is done. So you have to override forum files with changed files. So let's do it. On the right is my forum server, and I'll override the files. Okay, these files. Okay, let's go with other files. So for the root directory, I'll go with these four and include session and functions. Okay, and what is remaining? You have to purge your cache. So again, you have to be logged into the administration funnel and use the purge cache option. So let's go to our forum, and hopefully it will be okay now. So as you can see, there is a chat. Let's fire it up. It opens. It's nice. It's in clean state because it has just been installed. I cannot search any user here yet because this script we merge into the session PHP works this way that if user logs in, it actually synchronizes this user with chat. So the chat will work only, you will be able to search and talk only to users which logged in after you installed it. So I will simply log in as this is admin. So I have a second user here, admin1. Oh, sorry. Well, okay. Seems like I should probably create such user. And CAPTCHA, which I truly hate. This is funny. Okay. So this one has been logged in, right? So now I should find something. Yeah, there you go. Hello, my new friends. Right, okay, whatever. And now when I change the page, I should get the message. Yeah, like as you can see, it's working. I will update the mood, so as you can see, there is a mood message. The status is changed, so it seems to be working. It seems to be fine. So that's it. It's quite easy to install this chat. It should be working quite fine. It's based on the MySQL database, so you can see the history of chats. This chat allows you to have in parallel as many chats as you want, but each chat is only with one user. So you cannot have conferences where in one chat many users talk together simultaneously. Okay. Okay, and to describe what are the business rules behind this chat. So chat wrapper is the main HTML base which has the structure responsible for displaying this tab structure. Okay, and all the other files are contain functions and PHP scripts that handle displaying the messages. What is important is dynamic refresh JS, which actually takes care of updating this chat. It utilizes server-sent messages, and in particular, server-sent messages uses the update page PHP file. This file is simply executed by the server, and because it's server-sent messages, it means that the communication is one way. It's from server to client. So this file is executed and depending on its results, user is informed that there are new messages for him. This script is actually not doing any calls to the database, so it's good for performance. This chat works this way, that when you're writing a message to somebody, there is a proper file with proper name and encoded JSON information put on the server, and the other user that you wrote to, when he's logged in and using the chat, this script is actually looking for that file and information in this file, and if this information in this file says that there are some information and new messages pending, this user receives proper response. What more is that when you're using server send messages, you can use like two modes. One mode is that server is actually executing a file or a script, if you want, that is never ending. So it could be a while loop, and so this loop is looping all the time, never ending, and during this loop there are some things going on and informations are being sent to the client. So in that case, the connection between server and client is maintained all the time. However, this is the second case in which the script that is being processed, so in that case the update php file, is not infinite. It's actually executed quite fast, because all is done here is that in case the user is logged in, we are looking for the proper file, we are deserializing this file, and depending on the information that we got from this file, we are sending some information to the client, and then the script ends. So in case of such finite scripts, so the scripts that actually end within some, they are executed and then they end, the server send messages does not maintain this constant connection between server and client. The connection is simply broken after this file is being executed, and in that case server send messages is about executing this file like every 3 seconds. So in case of this chat, server is executing update php file every 3 seconds and communicating to the client, and so on and so on. So this is how it works. So that's it. I showed you guys how this chat works. I showed you guys how to integrate it with phpBB, and also gave you some hint how it works and how it's been designed. I did this chat for the purpose of other website, but for testing purposes I have integrated it on into the phpBB, and I ran it on 2 different forums with successful results. People were quite satisfied, and also it works quite well, and it's not very heavy on the performance. You guys are free to use this chat. I will put a link to the complete package in the description of this vid. If you find some problems with this, if you have any questions, write in the comments or write me a private message. I'll answer if I'll be able to. So take care and thanks for listening.